Friday is brought to you by Colib Cafe.
This is News on Friday.
Hello, I'm Caleb Koyo, and this is News on Friday. We have all the notable events, weather, and sports coming your way.
President William Ruto this week graced the opening of the ASK Nairobi International Trade Fair. Details coming up. Later on, is it nature or nurture when it comes to leadership? Stick around for more details. And Starlets shine. What Harambee Starlets' victory against Cameroon means in sporting terms.
Live from the Quality TV studios here in Nakuru, Kenya. Let's put the rubber on the road with all the details. I'm Caleb Koyo.
And I am Roxana Gishia.
Now, Kenyans are being urged to attend the Nairobi International Trade Fair, which began on the 26th of September at the Jamhuri Grounds, Nairobi County. The event resumes after a 2-year break occasioned by the COVID-19 outbreak. This year's theme is promoting innovation and technology in agriculture and trade.
Yes, President William Samoei Ruto graced the opening and stressed on his government's commitment to scaling up of climate-smart agriculture that promises to boost food production and build resilience to climate change risk posed to farmers.
This year's edition of the Agricultural Show of Kenya's Nairobi International Trade Fair is special because it provides us with a virtual opportunity, and a vital one at that, to have a conversation on a broad variety of subjects which define our bottom-up economic transformation agenda. In doing so, it demonstrates the power of agriculture as the engine of Kenya's economy and its potential to propel even greater rates of growth and development. At the foundation of our reflections today, I invite you to consider the intersection of many topics around agriculture and agricultural transformation. To begin with, the idea of elevating the famous Nairobi National Agricultural Show into an international trade fair came out of the realization that agriculture is the prime mover of our nation's economic activity across sectors and beyond our borders. It is therefore critical that we use opportunities such as this to engage a broader regional, continental, and global audience.
Now, Plug Mtaani Business Idea Competition is designed to nurture the talents of young entrepreneurs by actually providing them with soft skills and business plan development training. They aim to foster a spirit of innovation, resilience, and determination among the youth.
Yes, they believe in the power of youth empowerment. With over 25 million youth in Kenya, they recognize the immense potential the young people hold. However, 61% of the youth in Kenya are currently unemployed. Here is Plug Mtaani founder Geoffrey Kilonzo with more details.
Hello, my name is Geoffrey Kilonzo, and I would want to take you through Plug Mtaani Business Idea Competition, Vijana to Invest. What is Plug Mtaani? Plug Mtaani is an opportunity for the young people to express their ideas. It's a platform for you to be heard. Do you have a business idea and you think that business idea can be actually competitive? It's an innovation, something that you feel stands out. It may be something that you have thought of starting or something that you're already doing. It doesn't matter. Plug Mtaani is the best opportunity for you to present your idea and to be heard. What are the opportunities? The first thing is, when you pitch your idea with Plug Mtaani, you are going to stand a chance to win awards, both at the county level and at the national level as well. Let me talk about the national competition. When you come to the national competition, you stand a chance to win 10 million Kenya shillings. Number one. Number two is going to win 5 million Kenya shillings. And number three stands a chance to win 2.5 million Kenya shillings. Now, besides number 1, 2, and 3, there are other categories that are also going to be recognized. Let me talk about innovative sector ideas. You come from a county and you know the economic activities that drive that county. For example, if you come from a county where fish farming is the economic activity that drives that county, and your idea has a solution that solves a need within the value chain of aquaculture or the value chain of fish farming, then there's an opportunity also to be rewarded because you have an idea that solves a county need or a value chain within the county sectors. So we are also going to acknowledge those ideas that are within the sectors. Within the counties, we are looking at a maximum of 5 sectors, but feel free to innovate within any sector and around any value chain. There is an opportunity for you. There is no limit of sector. You are free to think outside the box. I also want to encourage those that are enabled differently. Don't be left behind. There's an opportunity for you to stand out. This opportunity is for you to go out there, pitch an idea. Don't worry about it. We have an opportunity for you in Plug Mtaani. Besides the benefits of getting an award in monetary terms, there are other benefits that you get by participating in Plug Mtaani. Plug Mtaani will give you an opportunity to be heard. There are investors out here looking for an idea like yours so that they can invest in it. When you pitch your idea, then those investors will connect with you, because the word is plug. How do we connect you to investors and potential investors? So market access. We are giving you market access. We'll open up market. We have partners who are opening up the markets for you. So besides monetary awards, there are other benefits that you get. Most interesting is that after the award, you are going to get into a mentorship program, especially those that are going to win a monetary award. They are going to be mentored for 6 months, working with a mentor who is going to help you grow and improve your business. We are not leaving you at the point of winning the money. We are going to work with you until we ensure that your business has picked up. Plug Mtaani Vijana to Invest is an opportunity for you. Believe in the idea, we believe in your idea, and together we can make a difference.
In a world driven by innovation and resilience, the heart of economic growth lies in the hands of micro, small, and medium enterprises and the spirit of self-employment. Kenya continues to grow its focus on the development of these small businesses.
In support of these, GIZ, together with implementing partners, carried out a program on promotion of self-employment and entrepreneurship in the country. Here is their success stories courtesy of Rising Stars Initiative.
Every morning, under the African sun, millions of Kenyan youths from all walks of life get up and get out to work to earn a living in the backdrop of a myriad of challenges, among which is unemployment.
There was a study published that only between 9 and 10% of all Kenyans have a full-time employment. So we can see a society where unemployment is a huge challenge, especially if we look at the youth or young people, where we have had high unemployment rates. So entrepreneurship and self-employment is obviously one of the key ways to support job creation and to help especially young people to find. The key idea is, how can we improve the skills and the knowledge of small and medium-sized companies and people working and leading those companies so that they can increase their business. And in addition to that, support them with access to finance. So we have a twofold approach where we strengthen on the one hand the entrepreneurial skills and we work on access to finance.
In response to this, GIZ implemented a 3-year program called the Program for Promotion of Self-Employment and Entrepreneurship. In the program, the German corporation worked with 12 implementing partners, supporting over 800 formal and informal entrepreneurs drawn from different sectors, mainly agriculture, manufacturing, housing, fashion and beauty, retail, wholesale, and trade. The support was given to micro and small-medium enterprises MSMEs across 4 counties of Nairobi, Kiambu, Machakos, and Kajiado. Interventions of the project focused on entrepreneurial skill building, access to appropriate financing, and improving policy framework conditions to enable growth of enterprises.
My business basically didn't even have a strategy at all. That's what I realized on day one. And then from that, it was looking forward to the next class. We had the marketing class by Airi Marketing. That was also a very big eye-opener.
If you came to me and asked me, what sales did you make last year? I wouldn't really take you to the exact results. But today, I can even project how I expect the month of June, July to be.
Some of the things that we'd always taken for granted is, for example, a SWOT analysis. And just being able to turn it around into a TOS analysis and just look at it from all the possibilities that we had, that was quite something for us.
In our sessions, there was a lot of networking, like the team that we used to go to class with. And also, after the coaching sessions, now I can individually interact with these people.
How you do your finances, especially finances, for me was the biggest benefits that I got, because I used to find I didn't know how to keep very good records of my work, and also managing finances.
It helped me develop an investment readiness plan, which is a bit different than a business plan. Now it goes to show it's a plan that you would give to a prospective investor about your business, what you're looking for, etc. So my coach helped me to come up with that, which was very good.
I've always known that banks are about depositing and withdrawing money, period. But I got to learn that you could actually open an account with a bank, especially as a business person, and the bank mentors you into being a better business person. So you get business mentoring sessions or trainings, and you also get networking sessions with banks that are organized by banks.
The lessons were like customer-centric. That one really stood out for me, and I must say that one is quote-unquote the best I had.
Right now, I am doing record keeping. The things I was not doing initially. Right now, I'm doing the record keeping, and also advertising my business online, which is increasing the client or my sales by 20% from the training.
From this program, it is evident that supporting both the formal and informal sector businesses is essential for promoting the job-creating growth of these young enterprises and fostering inclusive economic growth.
It was 95% effort, you as an entrepreneur, and thinking outside the box on how you want your business to go. Because eventually we learned from the program that the nature of your business takes your persona.
Training has been very impactful to our life, more so to taking the farm as a business, and even the joy of it, I share it with other people, even with my friends who come to the farm.
More hands need to come together to ensure we create a more dynamic and resilient economy that benefits individuals, communities, and society as a whole.
GIZ, I would just really want to thank them for the opportunity they gave us.
The opportunity that they're giving us, even as small businesses, the things that we got to learn from Growth Africa, we can't do it on our own. We cannot even afford to do such things. So that's a very big thank you to those two companies for the work that they are doing. Yes.
Immobil seeks to create opportunities for African youth by training them on digital, software, and technological skills. Their goal is to ensure that talented youth are available and trained in order to meet the growing opportunities and the needs of ICT industry in Africa.
Yes, their recent participation in the Skill Up Africa Expo at the University of Nairobi was a game changer. They united a diverse community of young talents eager to supercharge their skills and job prospects. The event featured electrifying workshops, enlightening seminars, and interactive sessions that armed youth with digital skills and entrepreneurship know-how.
It is now my pleasure and singular honor to declare the World Youth Skills Day of the year 2023 officially launched.
Upskilling and reskilling is key even when it comes to digital space. You don't have to know somebody for you to get an opportunity in the digital space. If you register yourself with Airi, you can be able to be given some skills free of charge. The skills which you are going to be given are the skills which are going to match the current labor requirements.
To mention some of the skills that are really coming up to be so major, there are skills like AI, machine learning, cloud computing. Like in the next 5 years, it will be a much requirement to have AI skills, know about AI, the capabilities.
Businesses are living in a very complex environment, and therefore, as Kenya Private Sector Alliance, our investments in youth employment has taken a little bit of a different tangent, where we really ask ourselves, what are these challenges in business that we need to address so that they can participate more and in an effective manner in the aspect of skilling young people as well as giving them job opportunities. And that means that beyond the fact that we talk about skilling at a national level, our level of operation is actually global. So for us then to be able to act and be effective in global value chains around both business enterprise, skills development, job creation, then application of digital skills and digital jobs becomes pertinent. And programs like Airi are becoming very, very relevant to just expose people into what is really happening at a global scene and how those opportunities can be tapped into.
In Airi Digital, we train young people in a work readiness sort of setup with about 55 trainers spread across the country on everything from how do you become a transcriber, digital marketing, how do you become a virtual assistant or translator. Part of what we're also training them on now is how, if you're not going to get a 9-to-5 job, because those are limited and the world has changed, and part of that future is about digital platforms presenting work opportunities if you have the digital skills to seize on those opportunities.
For the last 2 days, we had been having the World Skills Day. We had been able to hear from the different stakeholders talking about the skills required for us, how we have to navigate in the job market now that is saturated, and the skills we need are outside there.
In today's world, it's hard to find job opportunities with just one particular skill. You have to diversify your knowledge. And so for me, the skill that would benefit me the most is digital marketing, because you can find ways of putting yourself out there.
I heard about this upscaling and reskilling events at the University of Nairobi, where different platforms are offering the opportunity for young people in Kenya to reskill themselves and upskill themselves. And that's how I heard about Airi.
So after the panel discussions, I got a chance to go for the exhibition just to see what's being offered, what's out there for youth, individuals. And so I came across Airi Digital, and since digital marketing is something that I am interested in, I led with that question and was guided and informed about the skills they offer. So as a student studying psychology, and with now everything shifting to online, having the skills in tech will enable me to minimize the chance of me trying to seek employment and instead enhance and create employment for myself and for others as well. Yes, I do see myself joining a Jira club just so that I can get these skills because it's high in demand, it's free, and it would help me become a better version of myself.
So using the skills that I will have learned from Ajira, I know I'll be in a better position to function properly and, click to times where everything is now digital and be able to, work properly in this gig economy. Thank you, Ajira, for offering this amazing opportunity for us Kenyan youths who are willing to upskill and reskill ourselves.
With that, time to have a look at more stories making headlines this week, and we start in Bungoma County, where couples in Mount Elgon have been urged to embrace family planning to ensure maternal and child health. This came at the back of World Contraceptives Day that was actually celebrated on the 26th of September. The day was used to promote awareness about contraception, promote the overall health of individuals, both men and women actually, and also to promote open discussions in the global population about the indications of contraceptives. And also, one more time, this day was actually used to promote the rights of women and promote gender equality, not only here in Kenya, but also worldwide.
Back to Nakuru, where this week Governor Susan Kihika hosted a team from Consolidated Bank led by the chairman Honorable Muriuki Njagagwa at the Nakuru County headquarters to explore potential partnership. They discussed strategies aimed at providing the vital financial tools and resources for local businesses. The meeting also looked at initiatives to enhance educational access and support programs that nurture future leaders.
From Nakuru to Kakamega, where we understand that the county governor Fernandes Barasa on Wednesday launched a comprehensive climate change action plan comprising of adaptation and mitigation actions geared towards enhancing community resilience for improved livelihoods. Speaking at Munganga Eastward in Mumias East Sub-County during the event, Governor Barasa said that his administration will implement various climate actions with the support from the World Bank, through the support of the National Treasury, under the financing locally led climate action program and other partners. This is News on Friday. Coming up next after this short break, is it nature or nurture? Are you born a leader or your environment molds you into one? Detailed report coming up in a few. This is News on Friday. After this break, stay with us.
The future is youthful. The future is skillful. The future is you. Kama kijana, all you need is a chance and a place to apply your knowledge and skills to shape future yako. Technical and vocational education and training zinakupea the life skills zenye zitakuwezesha kushape future yako. Kwa kudevelop professional interest, talents na passion zako, una gain power ya create jobs, drive entrepreneurship na increase socio-economic prospects zako.
I came here to shine. The reason I don't killing at my shows.
Are you ready for the future? Ujuzi ni kazi.
It's buried in my soul. Najua mimi ndo next.
Welcome back. This is News on Friday. The debate over whether leaders are a product of nature, which is genetics and inherent traits, or nurture, which is environment and upbringing, is a complex and ongoing one. In reality, leadership likely involves a combination of both nature and nurture, and the relative importance of each factor can vary from one person to another.
As Roxana Gishia reports, in practice, successful leadership likely involves a combination of both innate qualities and learned skills.
In a long-standing debate, the question of whether political leaders are born or made has been a subject of considerable contention. Recent research suggests that the path to becoming a political leader is not a simple matter of nature or nurture, but rather a complex interplay of various factors, which includes an individual's innate characteristics, their educational background, upbringing, socio-economic conditions, and the political environment within which they operate.
Studies indicate that the development of political leaders cannot be attributed solely to genetics or environmental influences, but rather results from the intricate interaction between the two. Consequently, it is conceivable that some African politicians may possess a natural predisposition or aptitude for politics, while others may have cultivated their skills and perspectives through their lives' experiences and the circumstances they have encountered. Now, let's have a glimpse into some of African political leadership. Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, who held the distinguished position of Kenya's first president, served as an illustration of a politician who emerged as a blend of innate qualities and deliberate cultivation. His journey involved a background in education, a range of roles within colonial Kenya, and active participation in anti-colonial movements. Kenyatta's leadership attributes played a pivotal role in Kenya's quest for independence and its formative years as an independent nation. Ellen Johnson is the former president of Liberia and Africa's first female head of state, is an example of a politician whose path was forged through a combination of education, international exposure, and active engagement in political activism. Her professional background included a career in banking and service with international organizations, which culminated in her entry into the world of politics. Nelson Mandela, the iconic leader of the anti-apartheid movement and South Africa's inaugural president in the post-apartheid era, stands as a political luminary whose leadership qualities were profoundly modeled by his life experiences, notably his prolonged incarceration and his unwavering dedication to justice and reconciliation. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, who is the former president of Kenya, offers an example of a politician whose political lineage and upbringing played a significant role in his journey to leadership. As the son of the first president of Kenya, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, his exposure to politics from an early age and his familiarities contributed sustainably to his political career. These instances underscore the intricate and nuanced nature of political leadership development among African politicians, with each leader's narrative being uniquely shaped by their individual experiences, circumstances, and the broader political landscape of their respective nations. Reporting for Coilib TV, I am Roxana Gishia.
In Kenya, a transformative digital revolution is underway, and its forefront are young women who are not only adapting to this changing landscape, but excelling in it. As the country harnesses the power of technology and the internet, young Kenyan women are seizing in new opportunities in the digital workforce, breaking barriers and shaping a more inclusive, diverse, and innovative future.
Young Kenyan women are thriving in the digital workforce, and their stories and resilience and innovation are rewriting the narrative of gender and technology. Through education, mentorship, entrepreneurship, and advocacy, they are not only securing brighter futures for themselves, but also contributing to Kenya's growth as a digital powerhouse with diversity and inclusion at its core. Here is more courtesy of Immobil.
We are going to be the change agents in our communities. Our dream girls will understand why Ajira.
The Fishies is an NGO that supports young women and girls. We have collaborated with Ajira in training girls digital skills.
These organizations that you are representing, you are very close to our hearts. That is why you are even the top priority in 7 organizations that are represented here, and we are so proud to have you.
For Upwork and Fiverr, the most important thing ni kuandika your own bio. The bio is what attracts the clients to you.
I am at Immobil to meet other young women, to enlighten each other about the online workspace.
Online work is work because it's flexible, and I believe 100% women have potential to earn online, since girls love taking up spaces and grabbing opportunities.
So today we were privileged to host women in the digital economy under the Airi Initiative, so that they would have a one-on-one mentorship and also get inspiration from each other. And we were privileged to have Himlea Girls, Kangemi Resource Center. We also had Dream Girl, among others. The day was a success. We got ladies who got to give the inspirational stories of how they started their journey in the online space and how much they're earning, and that really motivated the rest who still shy off from really putting more effort in the online space.
This event has given me an opportunity to mentor and take young girls through the process of online space and teaching them the various things they will encounter in the online space, such as the bidding, navigating through the online accounts such as Upwork, and basically venturing themselves into the online space.
The one thing that fascinates me about meeting the women here today is that I get to learn different cultures, and in between, you never know, you get lucky and maybe someone has a job somewhere and decides, but there was a lady called Lucy somewhere, let me call her.
In today's event, it was of great importance because I got to gain more skills about how I can improve my skills on graphic design and academic writing.
So the tips I can give the girls out here to get successful in the online space is basically being consistent and getting mentors who will help you through the journey, and also practicing the skills you have learned in the classroom.
The first tip I will give is concentrate on one work. And secondly is writing a very good cover letter. Make sure you understood the job description that the client put up.
I would like to call on the young ladies to join the Airi Digital trainings, and they can visit our website, which is airidigital.go.ke, so that they can get to benefit from our free trainings and also free mentorship, so that they can get to fit in the gig economy.
Micro, small and medium enterprises are a critical component of the global economy and play a vital role in driving economic growth, fostering innovation, creating employment opportunities, and promoting equitable development. Their importance is evident in employment generation, innovation and entrepreneurship, job skills and training, to mention only but a few.
Their importance lies not only in their contribution to economic growth, but also in their capacity to reduce inequalities. Governments and organizations recognize their vital role and often implement policies and initiatives to support and nurture their growth. In support of this, GIZ, together with implementing partners, carried out a program on the promotion of self-employment and entrepreneurship in Kenya. Take a look.
Kenya continues to grow its focus on the development of micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs. In a country where most new jobs arise from the MSME sector, contributing significantly to the GDP, the need to create an enabling environment for the sector to thrive becomes important by the day.
There was a study published that only between 9 and 10% of all Kenyans have a full-time employment. So we can see a society where unemployment is a huge challenge, especially if we look at the youth or young people, where we have had high unemployment rates. So entrepreneurship and self-employment is obviously one of the key ways to support job creation and to help especially young people to find. The key idea is, how can we improve the skills and the knowledge of small and medium-sized companies and people working and leading those companies so that they can increase their business. And in addition to that, support them with access to finance. So we have a twofold approach where we strengthen on the one hand the entrepreneurial skills and we work on access to finance.
In this regard, the German corporation GIZ, in partnership with more than 12 implementing partners, undertook a program aimed at supporting youth, women and persons living with disabilities, PWDs, operating mostly in agriculture, manufacturing, housing, fashion and beauty, retail, wholesale and trade. The support was extended to the Kenya National Federation of Jua Kali Associations, where GIZ helped the association develop and launch its 5-year strategic plan.
We realized that we have come of age, and we needed a structured way of viewing our growth, of viewing our initiative, of identifying our niche area in the economic realm. So with the help of GIZ, we got a consultant to assist us to develop our strategic plan.
Working with the implementing partners, the program employed a feedback-based loop methodology consisting of customized training sessions, practicums where beneficiaries were required to apply the learnings to their business and report progress, and coaching and mentorship to provide individualized support to address business development issues related to their businesses. The facilitation provided by implementing partners sought to address key thematic business needs critical to MSME sector business, including formalization of enterprises, supporting entrepreneurs deal with post-COVID shocks, access to finance, role of mentorship in the informal and formal sector, the inclusion of persons with disabilities, PWDs, in the informal sector programming, and adoption of technology within the informal and formal sector. Growth Africa supported 47 young enterprises operating in leather processing, textile, and food processing to grow. The program, dubbed Young Enterprises to Grow, You to Grow, focused on entrepreneurs drawn from Nairobi, Kiambu, Kajiado, and Machakos counties.
The 2023 Sustainable Development Goals campaign builds on Flip the Script. It inspires citizens to flip a negative narrative into a positive one and unite to act on the SDGs.
In line with that, the Kenya Youth Biodiversity Network was in Ukunda the other day for a beach cleanup exercise to mark the Global Week of Action for SDGs.
Jambo, my name is Kevin Lunzalu. I am the co-founder of the Kenyan Youth Biodiversity Network. And we are here at Msambweni Turtle Watch in Msambweni, South Coast, Kenya, where we are teaming up with Action for Sustainable Development to mark this year's Global Week for Action for SDGs. We are marking this through a beach cleanup that is organized by the Kenyan Youth Biodiversity Network in partnership with several local organizations led by Msambweni Turtle Watch. We also have Nyumba Sita, a community group that deals with mangrove restoration and empowerment of local fishing groups. The theme for our activity today is Unite for SDGs. And this theme is informed by the fact that we need to bring everybody together, embrace a whole of society, whole of government approach in driving the global SDGs agenda forward. And this is why the Kenyan Youth Biodiversity Network puts much emphasis on today's event. Even though it's just a simple activity, we do believe that it will create the much needed momentum to drive youth-led action on the ground to help in the implementation of the global sustainable goals. Thank you so much.
With that, let's have a look at what you might have missed this week. The Education Cabinet Secretary Ezekiel Machogu is asking Kenyans, especially employers, to embrace the technical and vocational training graduates just like their counterparts from colleges and universities. CS Machogu says that the government will continue to equip the youth with relevant skills as well as work towards the elimination of stigma attached to vocational training, even as they promote TVETs as dignified and respectable pathways to success.
And still sticking to matters education, this week Education CS Ezekiel Machogu has unveiled a new grading structure that will be implemented in the 2023 Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education. In the new grading system, only 2 mandatory subjects, mathematics and 1 language, English or Swahili or Kenyan Sign Language, will be used to compute the mean grade. Additionally, examiners will be required to pick 5 of the best performed subjects from candidates, doing away with the previous grading system.
President William Ruto flagged off 100,000 community health promoters kits to all the 47 county governments at the Uhuru Park, Nairobi County on 25th September 2023. President Ruto said the radical step will further universal health coverage in the country. He noted that more than 100,000 health promoters in the 47 counties will be supervised by professional medics.
We are also starting the journey to register every household in Kenya so that we can have the information on the health requirements, on the health condition, on the prevalence of whatever diseases in every part of Kenya, so that our health facilities and health delivery will not be based anymore on guesswork.
And from Matters Medicine to Matters Film, we understand that this week Kenya is actually very privileged to be hosting the first ever film summit, which will be held in Nairobi on the 29th of September. Actually today, Sports CS Sababu Namwamba made this exciting announcement after signing a deal with Hollywood Studios in Los Angeles to promote and develop the Kenyan's film industry. In the deal, Hollywood is expected to promote Kenya as a filming destination and at the same time support local industry through the Airi Initiative. Other contribution by the Hollywood will be global marketing for Kenya and its product, master clinics for Kenyan creatives, capacity building for Kenyan creative sector, and upgrading the Kenya Film School. We take a very short breather. This is News on Friday. We have sports coming up in a few. Don't you go too far.
Na moto fate mototo geni chocho kwa chocho joto kwa joto tazima na moto nifate mototo chocho kwa chocho make you dance to the shoko
It's E. Kelly. I'm gonna lose your dance.
Welcome back. Let's talk sports. Harambee Starlets secured their spot in the second round of Women's Africa Cup of Nations with a 4-3 victory in a penalty shootout. This win came after a 1-1 aggregated scoreline in a hand-fought battle against formidable opponents.
Kenya faced an uphill battle going into the match, trailing 1-0 on aggregate following their away defeat to Cameroon. Kenya's relentless pursuit of a goal finally paid off late in the match when substitute Cynthia Shilwatso delivered a stunning free kick that found the back of the net in the final quarter of the game. Harambee Starlets will now take on Botswana in the second round of the Women's African Cup of Nations qualifiers in November this year. Take a look at this goal.
Shilwatso amepiga jezi nambari 4. Mtoto mdogo sana na miaka 23. Nilikuwa nakufahamisha kwamba baba yake Josephat Musungu alikuwa mchezaji wa Thika Queens.
Nafasi
ya Musungu anaingia na kupata bao.
Goli fataki ya mbali sana. Harambee Starlets wanapata goli la kwanza.
Cynthia Shilwatso anaitwanga madabo. Msichana na ile shuti kali na ndio hiyo tumeona kwamba shuti lake limepatia Kenya bao. Tunavyo
huko lakini mashabiki
manono na ndogo ndogo tusaidie leo.
Antigo!
Kenya!
Sheri Langati!
Cameroon wamebaki.
Sheri Langati anaipeleka timu ya taifa raundi ya pili. Anapiga penalti na ustaarabu sana. Penalti yake Sheri Langati inaipeleka akiwapa shukran Cynthia Shilwatso.
Furaha iliyoje Harambee Starlets.
Mashabiki wanaingia katika mbingu ya 7 hiyo wengi.
Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda will host the 2027 Africa Cup of Nations finals in their East Africa Pamoja bid. The announcement was made on Wednesday in Cairo, Egypt, with the East Africa Pamoja bid trouncing Egypt and Botswana and Algeria, who had already withdrawn from the race.
The announcement was actually made in Cairo, Egypt by CAF President Dr. Patrice Motsepe. Each East African country will need at least 2 stadiums to stage the matches, as well as at the training ground. East Africa bid actually beat Egypt, Senegal and Botswana, whereas Algeria withdrew from the race on the eve of the announcement. Kenya has fronted Nyayo Stadium and Kasarani Stadium and Kipchoge Keino Stadium to host the matches, while Uganda will use Mandela National Stadium and Nambole as their venues. Tanzania, on the other hand, will actually use Benjamin Mkapa National Stadium, Chamazi Complex and CCM Kirumba Stadiums. Can't wait to watch this tournament.
Nimepatiwa habari ya kwamba Kenya ikiungana na Uganda na Tanzania tumefaulu kuwa hosts wa AFCON in 2027. Nataka nipongeze wizara yetu ambayo inasimamia michezo na washikadau wote katika sekta hiyo kwamba ile mpango tumekuwa nayo ya kubadilisha mambo katika sekta ya mchezo sasa inaanza kufua dafu. Many people never believed that we had a chance of hosting AFCON in 2027 because of the state of our football and the state of our sports in general. But I am very proud today that Kenya, together with our partners in Uganda and Tanzania, jointly we have won the right to host AFCON in 2027, and we are very proud of this achievement. We will now mobilize every resource. We will mobilize every person and every sector to make sure that we deliver a world-class football event in 2027. We will make sure that whatever infrastructural facility that are required will be made available to make sure that we move Kenya to the next level in our sports industry.
That marks the end of the broadcast. But this week, before we leave, Yeni, when Cheryl Angachi stepped up to take that last penalty that sent Kenya to the next round, where were you, Rocky?
I was just watching you scream.
You saw the reaction?
I did, and I was like, oh my goodness, God.
Even when we equalized, I was like everywhere. Because the coach actually did something really incredible. She took out Aquino, who is like our best creative player. She took out Gentrix, Bad on the wings. She took out Asia Kida, Kenya's all-time top scorer. And she gave a chance to Nanjala. She brought in Shilwato. And they actually changed the game entirely, you know.
So is that why you were congratulating the coach instead of the players?
You don't take out your best players if you're not a good coach, and that's a very big risk. It's when you take out Asia Kida, it's like you take out Messi. When you take out Aquino, it's like you take out Odegaard. But you still have some really good players who deserve to get their moments as debut. Ngaira came on as a fresh substitute and actually changed the game overall. So you give people chances so that they can actually make impact. It doesn't matter. Everybody in that team is so good. So it shows you the kind of quality we have. We can actually field 2 first 11s and still win matches. So it was so amazing. And when Cheryl actually stepped up to take that last penalty, she's very young. She plays for Lindsay Starlets as the midfielder. When she stepped up to do that last penalty, a very young girl, the president is watching. The entire country is watching. Those are the moments. Pressure moments. And she scored, you know.
That's so amazing.
And I think that's like one of the best days of my life. Forget about I don't even care about my birthday. When Cheryl scored that goal, it meant something to me, and I believe it meant so much for this nation as well. So let's see how our game against Botswana actually goes.
Yeah.
But with that,
hoping for the best.
Hoping for the best.
Yes.
And start supporting the girls as well.
I will. I mean, I'm
she
a girl's girl. I am a girl's girl.
She was watching me scream at the office when I was watching the game, and she wasn't even watching. She wasn't even like asking me, why are you streaming the... Come on.
Because I know I'll just go to these social media platforms and watch the whole game on your account.
It breaks my heart. See you next week. I'm Kalukwa.
And I am Roxana Gishia. See you on Friday.
Coaliv TV. Empowering the youth.